Hello and welcome to Stephkequestrian. This video came from a talk I did where I was discussing some of the stuff I was doing with my foal Pickles, and talk got a little long, as mine tend to, so I'm gonna go ahead and put like a mini series out that goes over 3 of the things that I talk about. So as you probably know, I am a positive reinforcement-based horse trainer. I have worked with a few other types of equines, but mostly horses. My background is in animal neurology in general, so I've trained everything from a fruit fly to working with like large mammals, as well as like birds, lizards, dogs, cats, all of that stuff. I've been a horsewoman a lot longer than I've been a neuroscientist, but when I was studying neuroscience, I was like, we train all of these animals in this like very specific way that's just based around like general learning theory, and yet we train horses totally differently. Why is that? So now, talking about Pickles in particular, she has been like 100% force-free. Any interactions we have established some cues so that we can interact in a force-free way. So the first thing I did was I played the permission game, and the permission game is something you can play with any animal, not just horses. I've done it with my lizard, I've done it with my like cockatoos. Like I have a wild caught rescue cockatoo, and he did not like people, and I use this to establish like some communication about distance between us. So anyways, the way it works is I would approach Pickles, and when you approach an animal that is unsure about having you close by, usually they will engage with you in some way, like they'll look at you, and then as you continue to approach, they will turn their head away and then start moving away from you. And so what I do is I start to approach, and when they engage with me, I continue to approach in like a nice calm manner, and then when they go to turn their head away, I'm going to shift my way backwards, and then I'm going to mirror any steps they make away from me. So I'm going to sort of like mirror their behavior. So if she takes 3 steps, I'm going to try to step 3 times, like sort of with her, so that she recognizes that I'm matching her behavior. The only exception to that is if she like panics and like flees. I don't want to like do anything too dramatic. Like I want to keep my energy calm and soothing, so I might just like back away from her. So what this does is it actually it's a way of sort of teaching them that I am trained. Normally with training, like I give a cue, they give a behavior. In this situation, they are giving me a cue and I am giving them a behavior. So it's giving them a little bit of control over what's going on in the like learning environment. So what happens is eventually when she engages with me, I continue to move towards her, and then when she moves her head away and I shift my weight back, she recognizes that like head away movement cues me to move away. And so over time, she begins to allow me to come closer. And that is done at the animal's pace. So I don't just like start moving in closer. Like I don't get to decide how close I get, she does. So as long as she's engaged with me, I'm moving. If she sort of disengages but doesn't put her head away, I might just sort of pause. And then if her head goes away, I'm shifting my weight backwards or taking a step back. Eventually she knows that she has this like set cue that says go away, and it's very effective and very reliable, and it'll get me to go away. And that's really important, because then she doesn't have to feel like she needs to like bite or kick or like escalate or anything like that, because she has this way to communicate that says move away from me. A few things that you want to watch out for is with horses, when their head moves away, eventually their hind end will be facing you. You do not want to reinforce them swinging their hind end towards you. That is like a threatening and aggressive, like I am going to kick you. We want to reinforce when the head goes away. So if the hind end steps towards you, that's not what should be reinforced. And it's kind of tricky. Like you don't want to like keep engaging with them, because obviously they're saying like, get out of here, I'm going to kick you. And like, don't get kicked. That's like an important thing to not do. So this is where like being a professional trainer comes in, and being able to like evaluate her arousal level, and how safe she feels and all of that stuff. So yeah. Anyways, so we did the permission game. We got this like solid cue set up where anytime she has this like distinct head away motion, I will back off. And over time she let me get closer and closer. And I think that in my mind, that is because she feels safer. She feels like she has more control over where I am. She knows that she can get me to go away at any point in time. So she feels safer if I do engage a little closer with her. And there's no, like, I don't have science to back that up. I don't know that that's exactly what she's thinking or anything like that. But I have found that with a wide variety of animals, when we play this game and give them that like cue to tell me to go away, it eliminates any adverse behaviors that tell me to go away. So instead of them getting aggressive, like a dog might growl, or a lizard might bite or like tail whip you, or a bird might like bite or hiss, and so anything like that sort of fades away because they have this new way to communicate it. So I'm sort of replacing their instinctive aggression, like that aggressive communication, with a relaxed cue that just tells me to go away. In order to maintain this, I have to respect that cue. If I start ignoring the cue, they're going to look for a new way to communicate it. And if they start kicking to get me to go away, and I go away, then I have effectively reinforced their kicking. And so I don't want to set up an environment where I'm reinforcing them kicking. I'm also not going to like cowboy through it and just like deal with the kicking and be like, that doesn't work, too bad, I'm still here, I'm grabbing you. Like, I want to make my environment a situation where it allows the animal to learn and to do things in a safe way. I hope you've enjoyed these videos, and be sure you watch the other ones in the mini-series if you haven't already, and then go ahead and head on over to the adorable full video if you haven't already, and if you have, just like go watch it again. It'll be even cuter now that you have like a bunch of background knowledge and all that good stuff. So yeah, enjoy!